There was a story that was told during my childhood. A South Indian king plans to perform a ritual for the kingdom's welfare. It was called Yaga, for which he needs humongous amount of milk. Since cattle was with almost every citizen of that kingdom, he asked the citizenry to pour a can of milk into the huge container they kept to collect the milk on a Sunday morning. One clever idiot felt since everybody is pouring milk, he can escape by pouring a can of water into the container. So, to his happiness, he did it. At the end of the day, the minister goes up the container to check the level of the milk they collected, only to find it full of water. In a different scenario, when you look at a house cat drinking milk, it closes its eyes and drinks. There was a saying in South India that cat, when it drinks milk, thinks nobody is watching because it closes its eyes. Namaskar, they call me Vijay Sridhara, and once again welcome you to my podcast on Insights About Life. In this podcast, what I am trying to bring in is a thought about how much are we consuming, what is our need, and how much are we leaving behind for our children. From the story I told and the cat's mindset, we need to think this. When we close our eyes to the irreversible damage that is happening around us, it's only a matter of time that it will touch us and affect us. We may be pretending to be unaware because we think we cannot fight for change, we are helpless, or fearing to become aware because the consequences scare us. In both scenarios, either we are pretending to be unaware or fearing to become aware. In both these cases, reality doesn't stop spreading like wildfire. Mind you, we must open our eyes, leave lethargy behind, and confront the reality and look for solutions. On the other hand, if we feel irresponsible or become irresponsible, assuming that there are another set of folks who are responsible to do the miracle, to make things work, you are wrong. Everybody is thinking that society will be dealt by somebody else. No, it is you, me, and all of us who have to take the charge and bring the change. Society means give and take. It is very important as individuals tapping from the society also to contribute back in how much ever little way we can, isn't it? Otherwise, we will end up only as takers and hence exploiters. Without replenishing the source each day, it is both earth and society. We should look at this. Plants convert soil to foods. Industries convert natural resources to goods. Food nourishes us. Goods nourish businesses. Food production is an organic process that is cyclic and replenished. Goods production is an inorganic process, non-cyclic, and natural resources are diminished, depleted, exhausted. Now let us look at money. Money is squeezed out of earth. Did I say it correctly? Let's look at this. Earth is transformed into goods, and goods are sold along with services to make money. As earth's resources are limited, so will be the goods production. And hence the money is limited, going to be limited. The limit probably you did not find it yet because earth had vast resources, but they are depleting. In this process of churning out goods, we create non-degradable products and non-degradable byproducts, toxic substances and fumes. Not just the manufacturing industry, but the products manufactured themselves are becoming more and more toxic, more and more non-degradable. However, earth has a resiliency to recover from the atrocities we did to it. But at the same time, it has a rate of recovery. The resiliency doesn't come quickly. It has a rate of recovery, rate at which it recovers. Now, if we accelerate our process to churn out more and more, two things are happening. Our rate of creating toxicity and pollution and hence global warming are far beyond Earth's resiliency. That is the first thing that we need to understand. The second thing is natural resources are depleting, they are exhausting, and our children find nothing worth on this planet to make use of for their living, including water and air. Do you realize that? Or are you pretending that you are not aware of it? Or you are scared to be aware of it because the consequences really scare you? What is that each one of us are planning to achieve? We should look back in retrospection and also do some introspection. Truly, humbly, honestly, is it a huge bank balance that we are looking, or is it happiness? Or, in pursuit of both, the destruction of the planet? Destroying the planet may give us huge bank balance, but humanity should stop reproducing, isn't it? Because children will have nothing to work with or feel secure, satisfied, healthy, and happy about. When you take away every resource that is useful to all of the mankind, what will your children feel secure about, satisfied about, healthy about, happy about? Is it only the bank balance that you're going to give them? Can your bank balance create a bottled water from nothing? When earth is totally depleted of water, how can you create a bottle of water out of the bank balance? It cannot. On the other hand, happiness is found neither in bank balance nor in earth's core. It is in your heart's core, if you can really tap into. Happiness is not found in earth's core to dig and find. That's what all the businesses and industries are doing. We are just continuously digging earth more and more, more and more. What for? In pursuit of happiness. Every action that mankind is doing is in pursuit of happiness, and they are not finding it anywhere. But in this process, we are destroying the earth. Happiness actually resides in your heart. You have just closed your heart. If you can really tap into that, happiness is at your disposal. If your stomach is full and if you have subsistence with you, happiness can be easily tapped. Only thing is, you need to have that perspective of life. Now, one thing we need to very clearly understand is that people are after money because it gives them flexibility to use. Money is like a liquid. It has a flexibility to become anything that we want. We can buy anything with this. This thought, it gives us security. It drives away the insecurity within us. You need a lot of security if you are not strong enough to face. You need to understand this. Look at the world. Who needs a lot of security? Those need a lot of security who are not strong enough to face the situations, face the reality. We have not kept our physicality and mentality strong enough to face life, isn't it? Or did we? We don't even know how much security we need. We keep amassing in the name of security that this will be handy at that time, that will be handy at this time. This is a very childish nature to exist. In this process, we are destroying the planet. We are digging out the earth and converting it into money and amassing wealth behind. Any limited resource exploited beyond need will only make our children starving, be it gold, copper, iron, water, or just air. If only we are the last generation on this planet, we must damage it so badly in the pursuit of satisfaction, fulfillment, or happiness. Think loud. What do you want to hand over to your kids? Oh, industrialists. Your assets balance is becoming more than your liabilities. You're looking at it and feeling happy about it. But in Earth's balance sheet, assets are depleting. Please understand. And these assets are natural resources. It is very important because for the last 150 years after the Industrial Revolution has started, we started automating every process and trying to create goods and services to bring in comfort to us. Have they? Yes, they have. But beyond this, if we are trying to exploit it more and more just to make our balance sheets good, the earth's balance sheet will go bad. Please understand. Earth is already complaining by different natural calamities, different climatic changes. If we don't correct ourselves and still are in the pursuit of making our balance sheets well and good, the warning is over. Now it's only the punishment. Are we ready to take it or hand over the punishment to our children? Our children should not take the punishment for the things that we have done, isn't it? We should take the punishment, not our children. I think that is a sensible way of living. To the extent the comforts are created in the society, we must enjoy. We must match the resiliency of the planet with the production of the industry, because every production is associated with some toxicity and industrial waste. If we do not address this right now, we will only be making our children suffer. So, with this, I conclude this podcast. I just wanted to give you a thought to think about. Each one of us are equally responsible for making this society this far and further. If more and more people carry the right kind of thoughts, it will go in the right direction. If more and more people ignore to carry the right thought, it will go in the wrong direction. Thank you for your time and listening to my podcast. Keep tuned in for the next episode.